Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? Well, never done one of these before, but I come home today, just got home, and find this on my front doorstep. And anyhow, this is from Frog God Games, and we're gonna see what's inside. I know what's inside, and check it out. If you're scared of X-Acto knives, not freaks out, check this bad boy out. Alright, so I'm not gonna do this on camera, so maybe I'll do it on camera, not freak you out. Here, I don't want to freak you out too bad, but I was on Kickstarter looking for other stuff. Maybe I actually saw this. There we go. Little bubble wrap. You're supposed to show what it's in. That wrapped pretty good. Wrapped pretty good here. And what I got here is the brand spanking new Swords and Wizardry complete rules, because I have the white box and I have the core rule book I had printed out. But this is this the second edition? Second or third? But this one's look pretty cool, actually. I'll have to do an actual review of this little bad boy in a while. But I think it's second or third edition. See, I should know this because I did order the darn thing. But remember, this was especially cool because all the artwork, if I understand correctly, was done by women. I think Contessa was part of the whole thing of putting this together. So, yep, I believe that's it. Third printing. In case you're wondering, third printing of this, and so text illustrated, yeah, laid out by a group of women artists. So yeah, female artists throughout the entire book, and the art does look pretty freaking impressive. So yeah, check this out. That's some good stuff. So we'll talk about this game soon. Well, I did the unboxing, as it were, and so now I do a really brief review of this third printing, third edition, I suppose, of the Swords and Wizardry complete rulebook. If you can see that, and I couldn't tell you when the first one was printed. It really doesn't matter, but this is their third edition of it. And this was just, I funded the Kickstarter for this, and I'd wanted to get the complete rules. I have the white box rules, which are kind of, like the pretty much their retro clone of the original D&D three little books, and then the core rules have some extra stuff in there. But the complete rules is from all those basic supplements to the original D&D before they made advanced. And there's some extra classes in here, from things like Eldritch Wizardry and whatnot, before they wrote the advanced books, but the stuff that's familiar, like assassins and paladins and all that good junk. And some of the rules are a little bit more complex, but it's Swords and Wizardry is a very free-form game, and there's all kinds of little I don't want to say disclaimers, but little boxes here saying you could do it this way, you could do it that way. I really like this book because it gives you at various points, well, here's what OD&D said, or here's what what the rules are a little bit ambiguous on this, or here were some alternate ways you could do this, that, the other thing. The book is entirely illustrated by women artists, and it's really well done. It's black and white, so if that's not your thing, too bad. You don't have to buy it. But great stuff. Like here's our paladin. Really liking her. I mean, not all the characters are female, but just digging that. And let's see. There's here. I think we've got a pretty nifty thief in here somewhere that I really kind of dug. Here's our ranger. There he is. So yeah, not all female. Really just great margins and stuff here too, and all the books. All these little illustrations all over the darn place. Here's our thief, little cut purse, nimbly trying to do something nimbly. I dig all the charts too. Just really nice. I mean, I have the other Swords and Wizardry books, and they're pretty good, but this is just really well done. So I'm really happy with this. Here's our little attack matrices, and of course, Swords and Wizardry does use descending and ascending armor class. Whichever one you want to use. The egalitarian to it, but really digging the whole vibe. And of course, it's a standard thing. It goes through the classes, goes through the abilities. They're pretty bare bones ability scores, and the original D&D, and so in Swords and Wizardry as well. There's a bunch of stuff on some of the original aerial combat rules. Some of the original there's a siege. Here we are. We're having a nice siege. We're gonna break into that castle. Small bestiary, small little bit of spells, but just, I dig it. I'm really digging. There's not tons of illustrations every single page, but there's enough that it's pretty cool, and various artists involved in this. And I should have looked for another picture before I started babbling, but here's our Beulah bursting out of the ground. If you can see that, very imaginative with a throat like that. I like that quite a bit. And then just let's see, we got a nice little flaming sword. Pretty cool. And just the whole even the fonts and everything. A little section on unique magical swords. This are little. There they are. There they are. Which I dig the fact that they've got all this little extra illustration all over the place. Really makes the book kind of fun to read and go through, because it's bare bones. If you like OSR D&D games, you'll love it. If you don't, you won't. But let's see. That's great. Figurine of the Golden Lion. There you go. Look at that. So yeah, it's a real joy just kind of to pick up and read. It's not some of the other OSR ones are just a little more bare bones in the art, and this one is just really nifty. I mean, I like the black and white art. I'm not saying anything against that, but this one's just a lot of fun. Very attractive book. Here's how big your character sheet gets. Not very big at all. Not much to it. Look at this. Most of it's notes. Not much to it at all. So yeah, I'm happy with this book. So now I believe it's now available just to go buy, because I meant to get one of these. It's from Frog Games. There you go. There's our art director, Stacy Delorfano. So good book. So that's my bare bones review of a bare bones book.